2 more things, and then the quest. No, 1 more thing and then the quest. Aw, I'm so close to not having an excuse anymore. Oh, God. That's a little bit depressing, I won't lie. Stop sounding like my co-workers. Sorry. I mean, look what happens when I try to finally do, like, you gonna let me out there? Yes. Come on. No. Yeah, look what happens when I finally decide to do a little treasure hunt. That. So typical. Alright, Roach. Let's go. We got 1 more contract, and then we're done. Well, then we got the main quest, but then we're done. Depending on how long the main quest takes, which obviously I don't know, will depend on how much longer we spend playing Witcher, I suppose. Not just tonight, I mean, like, in general. Dude, why do you keep doing this?
All that walking. My hand shakes so bad. I cannot hold my tools. Positively risky.
Hello? Would you not be the person I need to talk to? There we go.
Pardon me. Perhaps you could help me. You seem a strapping lad.
Oh, you know me so well.
I acquired this old storehouse at auction. As it turns out, it stinks like an Ophiri larder and is loud as a Novigrad brothel. Bumboch it all. I infested my life savings. Now I fear to go inside. Do help me, Witcher.
Sure thing, chicken wing.
All right. I'll take a look inside your storehouse.
Kill the monsters which have infested the warehouse. Don't mind if I do. Out of my way.
My hand shakes so bad. I cannot hold my...
Alright, what's in here?
Stinks of carrion. Necrophages.
Hello, I'd like to murder you. Thank you. Alright, that can't be it. There has to be more. What's down here? Oops. Oh no. Anything in the water? Nope. Attic. Alright, so nothing in the water. Definitely something in there. Okay. Done. That was really simple and kind of sad for the final quest before the main quest.
Greetings,
Frank, is the storehouse safe?
Yes, let me talk to you.
Well, have you seen to my storehouse?
Sure
Storehouse was
have.
full of rotten meat. Attracted ghouls I had to get rid of.
Saint Lebioda's calloused heels. But is it safe now? Completely.
Abso-positively.
Clean the meat out quick before other ghouls show up.
Of course. Yes, I shall put my men to it, tout suite. Meanwhile, perhaps you need something? I've a meager stock just now.
Nah, I'm good,
Back in
mate.
2 days to see a full array at a discount that will make you cross-eyed.
Nah. Oh, actually.
Was wondering, previous owners, what did they use the warehouse for? Why was it full of carrion?
It was Gottfried Nork's before it was mine. Yes, that Nork. Toussaint's most famed charcutier. That is, until his saucisse à la moutarde poisoned half the court of her illustrious highness the Duchessa.
Take it he fell out of favor.
Favor's not the word. He was cast in prison, all his property confiscated and auctioned off.
Right. That sounds like a sad time for him.
So long.
And thanks for all the fish. Okay, we did it, guys. We did it. It's main quest time. Who's excited? I'm excited. It's time to start the main quest, the main quest, the main quest. It's time to start the main quest. La 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 la. Roach, why won't you swim? Oh, fed up. Charcuterie report so much. Going to prison. No. And I feel like that's a really impressive thing to do as well. I was happy singing if I've ever heard it. That was, I am far more tired than I originally realized singing. And the main quest is probably going to require some form of concentration. And I'm kind of like, oh, but do I have that in me? That's alright. I do get the feeling that Witcher is going to be like 1, maybe 2 streams at a stretch more. If that. And that actually makes me really sad. I love Witcher. I don't want to say goodbye. Here we go. Oh, we're in the water. Shit! Get out of the water, Geralt.
Damn it. Killer must still be here. In the cellar.
Oh.
Gotta be.
Oh dear.
Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Claw wounds. From 5 separate claws. Spread of a small human hand. Revermuck carried the body in his cart.
So what killed them though? Alright, well, I guess we're going down into the creepy cellar.
Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead
You
deeper
couldn't
into the
have
cellar.
lasted like 2
Fell down
more
the
seconds,
stairs,
mate.
Broke his neck.
Is there more clues up here that I'm meant to see? Or is that it? Oh no, there was another clue.
Woman from the inn was wearing this coat.
Did she do it? Was it her?
Killed with a single blow.
Jeez Louise, there are a lot of people dead up here.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like. Except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire.
Dun, dun,
Mickey Marvel,
dun.
Bruxa. Gotta be.
Or the Bruxa bestiary entry to prepare for the fight. Well, is it going to help me? Probably not. It's not jacketed, is it? It's probably not elemental. What am I reading again? I've already forgotten. I'm not one of these. Ah, yes. Still a weird time. Oh, here we go, vampires. That makes more sense. Hey, haven't I fought one of these things already? I totally have. I swear I remember fighting one of these.
Black blood and moon dust.
Yes.
Could be lifesavers.
And I totally I absolutely, like, fluked it last time, didn't I? Hello, how you going? Yeah, I completely fluked this last time. Okay, let's see if I can fluke it again. Oh. She's naked.
You. Saw you at the inn.
She's completely naked.
I know what you are.
Why is she naked?
Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Oh. Charming. Really?
We don't have to fight.
Truly charming.
You are wrong.
Can you, like, put some clothes on? You're making me uncomfortable. Oh, God.
I cannot let you leave.
Oh, well. Fuck. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I remember fighting her last time and she was the worst. Dude. Okay. Oh, I hit her. Too dangerous to meditate. Who wants to meditate? Did I hit the wrong button? Must have. Ah! Bitch! You bitch! Oh, fuck me.
Black blood.
Does this mean I'm gonna turn into a vampire now? Like, not 100% mad about it, but at the same time, it's probably not a good thing, is it? Okay, I can still kind of see you. I appear to not be hitting her anymore.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Well, that was weird.
Stinks.
It really does.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Still disturbing.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat.
Oh, you're not gonna... Oh, Geralt. Oh, mate. Dude.
Bulging with coins.
We're gonna, like,
Guardian Florins.
steal that?
From several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart.
This is disturbing.
No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs.
Oh.
Their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
You're not gonna... Oh, he's gonna keep the severed hand. This reminds me of when my D&D character kept a severed head. Oh, I can't even remember why she kept it either, but she did. Why did she keep the severed head?
A monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm?
All excellent questions, Geralt.
How it shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped
We'll
up?
talk to it later from the head. Yeah, I think so, but I still think it's weird.
Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
I'm finally gonna get to meet the Duchess. Oh, how exciting. Oh, actually, before we go anywhere, let's just do a real quick. Yeep. Oh, wait. Yeet. There we go. That's better. Let's go see the Duchess. Oh god, it's bright out here now. And we're running. And we're running. And we're running. I still can't get over how beautiful Toussaint is. Like, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Okay, clearly something's happening at the tourney grounds. Out of my way, bitches!
Oh,
Hello, sir, with your beautiful hat. I have questions.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
Where was that man's pants?
But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper
We gotta
hand.
tell it like it
Still
is.
worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would
Spoken
you
like
rather
a
have for
true gentleman, Garrett.
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions.
This guy, what's happened to the rest of his pants?
Her Knight and Highness
Goodbye,
has doubtless
children.
arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
Yeah, lead the way. Let go.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Oh, do I get to watch the tourney? Oh.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Oh dear.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I
I'm not a
slay monsters
horrible
rather than
person.
humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Mentioned he promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Okay, so that's got to be the Duchess.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Oh dear. This thing was not fun to fight. I don't envy this guy at all.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Dude, turn around.
Damn it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We have to help him.
No, Geralt! Can't we just watch the fighting for once? I mean, seriously.
The beast heaved its foul girth, let loose a roar, and knocked me to earth. And down came the Witcher in one mighty bound.
Dude, can you shut up?
Its friends confound. The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the Witcher
Seriously, shut up!
The Witcher waited till the time was true. Then 12 gods and spun, struck the monster right through.
Dude, you're gonna die!
Murmuring lies prostrate. He has breathed his last breath.
Good job, fucking...
Unto death.
You nugget. You just stood there and let him kill you. Okay, seriously, I'm going to need you to shut up. You're so irritating. But... Idiot. I'm so sad that man died. But he just stood there. Like an idiot. I feel like I should have tried harder to keep him alive, but like, oh well. Yeah, I only received 15 experience points, so I definitely should have tried harder to keep him alive.
The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade.
I'm so angry about that.
The last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
It's suffered enough.
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Praised be the victors!
Oh, he's not dead. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. Because I like that guy.
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
That's alright,
Fought
mate.
bravely. Thanks for your help.
Just next time, maybe move when the monster is attacking you.
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that
Hey.
to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. for we must make off with Geralt.
Yeah, it's killing something with bells of its ass, thanks. Well, the bells were gone by the time I killed it.
Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
That's what I do, love.
Your Grace, Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
But I
What
slew
about
the
crowd?
monster.
Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Right.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He let the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
I don't think we got a choice, Geralt. We gotta go with her. Oh, that poor creature. But as Geralt said, at least it won't suffer any longer.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
I don't know who
Wish
that
to
is.
see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Oh, it's
I
Dandelion!
mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Oh god, what did Dandelion do?
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
What a moustache that man has.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
Honestly, every time I hear Your Grace, I immediately think of Game of Thrones.
Sorry to have to tell you.
I
the
kind of want to
guardsman handled
rewatch
the
Game
last
of
victim's
Thrones,
body.
but like I
I
want
know
to
already.
stop rewatching
The
after like
creature in the
season
cellar of
6.
Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa. A kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through
'Cause
careful
I'm
analysis of the
clever.
evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates
Absolutely.
nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
The lore of surprise. That's how he gets Ciri.
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise. Time honored.
We shall be content. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate.
Hell yeah!
Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
That's alright, I got so much
Lovely,
coin.
generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How did it start? Who was the first victim?
Crispy was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck.
That's unfortunate.
He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone
The
went to a
royal
lot
we
of trouble
is
to
so
make him look
weird.
ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake.
I've done all
How
that.
we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing,
Yes,
a
I
knight vows
did.
to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare.
Of course
hiding
he is.
somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm.
Remaining calm is always a good plan.
The garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Okay, guess we're going somewhere. Love that for us. Oh.
Your Grace!
Oh! Damn. Look at her. Oh my god, what a badass.
Why, I said, Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Stop it. Why is she so badass though?
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
What? That was weird. At least we're finally gonna get to go into the palace. The pretty, pretty palace. Now I'm wondering which ending you're gonna get this expansion. Oh, I don't like that there are more than one ending. I got the good ending on the actual game itself, but I looked up how to get it. And I'm not looking this one up, so I'm really nervous.
Your Grace seems right at home in a saddle.
Like the wind.
quest. Why do I have a new quest though? Why is that a thing?
Not so fast,
Just
Roach.
round the corner.
Hurry.
But like, wrong button. But like first. What's this new quest I've picked up? I picked up 2 new quests! Guys, no, it's alright. I'll finish the main quest and then I'll go back to those, I promise.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
I'm alright with rule breaking. I promise I will finish the main quest first and then I'll do all the secondary stuff. Maybe. I'll finish this main quest first and then I'll do all the secondary
On
stuff.
second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
This is...
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish,
Gonna cover Bianco first.
while I nab the phoenix
Well, I
egg.
want to... Okay.
That will be quickest.
You want your own winery.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
I can do that.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Okay. Okay. We'll do this quest first, we will. How do I get down there? How did you get down there so quickly? Oh, down here. Oh, so pretty.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage.
I'm good, thanks.
Your Grace.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but where is the rest of your clothing? That's me.
But this is no true unicorn.
Should have known that I was gonna get more quests.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
I feel like this isn't gonna work, Geralt. And I was correct.
Think unicorns. Rainbows, little girls. Sweets, maybe?
Thief!
How dare he! Scandalous!
Yep.
Cold game's not likely to tempt a unicorn.
I'm actually gonna steal pretty much everything from you, actually.
Crispy apple. Should like that like any other damn horse.
I feel like it'd be an apple. Can you really not run while you're holding this apple? Now I want a cookie.
An apple. Yum yum.
I'll let him come to me. I could. That involves getting up. Come on.
Easy.
You know you want it. Sweet.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Yeah, nah.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm here.
There it is. No, I want... Are you not it? No, wait. There it is. Am I not able to, like, grab it? I found it. Is that not it? What the fuck? I'm positive it's the one over there. Is it this one? Oh, keep going. We'll find it eventually. It'll be one of these. Hey, we found it. That took far too long.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
Typical.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets. As the moon is heavily coursed up trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
Geralt! Mate! What? Amazing! Geralt was like, yeet, I'll take that, thank you very much. That is possibly one of the greatest things I have ever seen Geralt do in this entire game. Like, I loved that.
What's new, Silverlocks? Looking for diversion?
How do I muster the strength for it all?
How do I muster the strength for it all? I mean, what a mood, right?
But your grace.
Hello, Your Grace. Oops, sorry.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
Pass it over, bitch.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
I am the law,
Show
exactly.
me yours.
This bitch is like,
Write this drivel.
what?
Begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Groans, hollows. Could be a cave I guess.
Now that's just silly.
Oh, well, excuse
Take
you.
one, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. You get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
I never would have gotten
Pretty
that.
clever. It sounds right to me.
There are several
Literally
greenhouses in the
never.
gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
I finished a quest.